Okay, so hi guys. Hi my dear students, parents, and whoever is watching this one. Okay, so again, this is another video for our new lesson in science this third quarter. But let me remind you that this new lesson is also the last lesson in science for third quarter. Okay, so again, good morning or good day, mabuhay, blessed be God forever. Welcome to science class. Again, this is Miss Jazrin Malaya P. Alfonso. You can call me Miss Jazz in short, and I am your science teacher. All right. So may I know how are you again? I hope that you like the day today. You love the day today. You're happy with the day today, or you're surprised how God gave you blessings today. Maybe you're sad or upset or angry, but I hope that this lesson may change on how you feel today. Okay? All right. Okay. So let me introduce to you the things that we're going to do today. All right. So for today, just like the other lessons or video lessons that we had, we will have the review of the previous lesson, discussion. All right, discussion. Also, we'll have review activity number one so that we may know that we really learn a lot for today's lesson and review activity number two. Okay, so let's have the first one for today, which is the review time. Okay, so last time we talked about a topic. Okay, and the title of the topic is periodic table. Yeah, can you think of the words that you still remember as we talk about periodic table? Maybe you had in your mind the word hydrogen, right? Correct. You also had on your mind the name Aristotle. Correct. You also had on your mind some of the people or the chemists that we had discussed last lesson. Okay, very good. Now let's proceed on the next part of our day. So we're done with the review of the previous lesson. We just recall some of the information, little information, and I hope you did not forget it. Now let's proceed on the next part, which is the discussion time. All right. Okay. So before I proceed on lesson number four, or the title of lesson number four, may I ask you, have you eaten today? All right. Maybe some of you, yes, and some of you did not eat yet. Okay, depending on the time that you have watched this video. Okay, but why did I ask you that? Okay, because it's important that before learning our lesson, you have something inside your tummy that will make your body energized, right? And one of it is a food. Correct. Okay. So why am I saying this? Because for today, the title of our lesson is the digestive system. And when we say digestive system, this involves the food that we take inside our body and how it is processed in our body or circulated in our body. All right? Okay, so are you ready for our last lesson for the third quarter entitled The Digestive System? Okay, very good. Now let's proceed in the lesson proper. So let's define what is digestive system. Okay, so digestive system is a big juice of food that processes important materials needed for the function of the body. Yes, exactly. And one of which are the food that has nutrients. Okay, but always remember that not all food have good nutrients. All right. Okay, there are some food that we take in our or we intake or we eat that is not really good for our body. But it's okay to eat those food, but not all the time. Okay, maybe once only. Okay, if you crave for it, but not all the time. Okay, remember that too much is not good for our body. All right. Okay, so that is digestive system. So here are the parts of the digestive system. I know that you also have a copy of this one on your module, right? If it is not here on the video, you may rely on your module, all right? Okay, so one of the parts of the of this digestive system is the what we call salivary glands. Okay, so salivary glands is the secretion of lubricating fluid containing enzymes that break down carbohydrates. Okay, the next one is the oral cavity, teeth or tongue. So this is where we put our food, okay, the first time. And this is where mechanical processing is taken place. Okay, we will talk about mechanical processing later. All right, we also have pharynx. Okay, so what is pharynx? Pharynx is a pharyngeal muscle propel materials into the esophagus. So it is the one that transferred the materials that we take or food that we take into our esophagus. And esophagus is also part of our digestive system. So the esophagus transport materials to the stomach. So after the esophagus, it will go down to our stomach. Okay, and what is the use of the stomach as part of the digestive system? So the stomach involves chemical breakdown of materials via acid, okay, and enzyme, sorry, mechanical processing through muscular contraction. All right. Then also liver is part of the digestive system because what we eat also affect our liver. All right. Because there is a secretion of bile or we're in storage of nutrients and many other vital function is happening here. Okay, we also have our gallbladder, okay, connected to our liver. This is where the storage and concentration of bile takes place. We also have the pancreas, okay. Pancreas is exocrine cells, secrete buffers and digestive system the enzymatic digestion and absorption of water, organic substrates, vitamins, and ions takes place. Okay? So that is the use of the small intestine. Okay? While the large intestine is connected or the responsibility of this one is dehydration and compaction of indigestible materials in preparation for elimination. So this is where bowel movement takes place. Okay? So the leftover food and whatever. All right. So again, the parts of the digestive system are salivary glands, pharynx, oral cavity, teeth and tongue, esophagus, stomach, pancreas, liver, gallbladder, small intestine, and large intestine. Okay. So don't forget that. Next, let's go to the next part of our lesson. So the next part of our lesson, okay, we will now learn the two main processes that I mentioned a while ago, which is first the mechanical digestion. Okay, so what is the mechanical digestion? So mechanical digestion is the process in which food is broken down by means of chewing, biting, and grinding to make it into smaller pieces. So that is mechanical digestion. You know it already, simple. When we chew, when we bite, and when we grind our food into small pieces, it is mechanical digestion. And the other process of digestion is what we call chemical digestion, which is also mentioned a while ago, okay? So it is the process of digesting food with the use of enzymes to make food soluble for it to be absorbed by the body, and it is transferred through the circulatory system. So this time, the food are being processed already as soluble as possible so that it can flow in our body and give us the energy to function each part of our body. That's why it is transferred through the circulatory system. What are involved in the circulatory system? Blood, lymph, lymphatic, again, process. Next, let's go on to the 4 stages of food processing in the body. Okay, so we have the first one is what we call ingestion. Can you say ingestion? Not injection, but ingestion. All right. Okay. So ingestion is taking in food that starts in the mouth. Again, taking in food that starts in the mouth. All right. So when you take food from your mouth, that is ingestion. Okay, not injection. Next, we also have what we call digestion. Okay, so it is breaking down of food into smaller particles in order to use its nutrients. So when we say digestion, it enters our body, digested by the different parts of the digestive system. It break down into smaller or soluble pieces or liquid so that it will be transferred or flow in our body. So the first we have absorption. Okay, so what is is absorption. Okay, again, absorption. So that is absorption. We also have the last one, which is digestion. Okay, so digestion is removing any leftover waste after the digestion process. So that is to have bowel movement and you need to let out of the leftover things or waste on your body. Okay, that is digestion. All right, so the four food process injection, second is digestion, absorption, and digestion. All right, okay, so the next part of our lesson in science today is the digestive canal. What are these digestive canal? Which is also part of our digestive system. All right. So here are the following. So first, we have our mouth. The second one, pharynx and esophagus. Okay. Again, pharynx and esophagus. Next, we also have our stomach. Okay, it is also part of the digestive canal. Next, we also have our small intestine. Yeah, our small intestine is part of the digestive canal. Also, our large intestine is part of the digestive canal. Okay, don't forget that. Okay, and also the rectum and anus is also part of the digestive canal. Okay. So now, since we already finished the parts of the digestive canal, let us go on to the parts of the digestive glands. So what are these? Okay, so first we have the salivary glands. All right, so salivary glands is part of the digestive glands. Next, our liver. Yeah, okay, also next. Okay, so we're done with the part gland. Now it is also important to know that we need to do to what are we have an stomach wall. Let me share again the screen. All right. Okay. So let me repeat. You might encounter first disorder that our body might encounter is the gastritis. Okay. Next, we also have an inflammation of the liver caused by virus infection. And this is what we call hepatitis. Okay, can you say hepatitis? All right, good. Next, we also have an irritation on the membrane of colon wall caused by bacteria, dysentery, bad diet, poisonous food, our digestive system, Okay, sorry again. Let me share the screen again. All right, okay. So let's go back on our discussion. Okay, so the next disorder is diarrhea. Okay, next. We also have a disorder due to the excessive water absorption of feces by large intestine that causes difficulty to pass the feces. Okay, or these are the poo. Okay, we can have constipation if we have a hard time. Okay, letting out those what do you call this, leftovers or waste inside our body. Okay, that is constipation. All right. Also, we have an inflammation and swelling of blind gut. Then this is appendicitis. All right. You must rest after eating to avoid appendicitis. Okay. Also, we have swollen vein in anus, and this is called hemorrhoid. Okay, so this is some bleeding or blood clot on the part of your anus. All right. So those are some, and another one, sorry, is parotitis. It is an inflammation of parotid glands or parotid glands caused by infection of Rubella influenza virus. Okay. And also, we have a disorder caused by excessive food that comes in our body. So avoid eating too much, right? That is cholite or colic. Okay. All right. So if you have questions, you can ask me questions through Messenger. You can message me or email me. All right. So we also have here some exercises. Since you're done with the review, discussion, review, activity number one will take place. So there are some questions here. Okay. You can use your whiteboard or a piece of paper. All you need to do is to read each statement carefully and write the letter of the correct answer on your whiteboard or paper. So here are the questions. You can pause if it is too fast. Okay, then there is also an answer here. Okay, so let me flash all the questions with the answers. All right. Okay. I hope that this will help you review also your lessons, and you will not forget these lessons that we are taking or having. Okay. This will be helpful to you also. All right. So there are lots of questions that will help you remember and master all this information. Okay. All right. Then another one, you just need to identify if it is under the parts of digestive glands or digestive canal. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Next, salivary glands. pancreas, small intestines, large intestines, rectum and anus, I mean. And we have liver. Okay. Then you can also answer review time activity number 2 that involves your module on your free time. Okay? Okay. And don't forget, okay, that since we're done with the review discussion, review activity number 1 and review activity number 2. Okay, let me remind you of the things that you need to consider, okay, which is your asynchronous class or your module. All right. So I hope that you have a change of feeling today, okay? So I hope you like, you love, and you're happy or you're surprised with the information. And those who have feeling sad, upset, or angry today, have a change of mood. All right? So I think that's it. We can now say goodbye with each other. Thank you. Have a nice day and be safe. And safe, I mean, and I hope that you will learn a lot today. Okay? So bye. See you